Hi everyone, I am Behzad Hussain and now I am going to give answer to some questions that some group members asked yesterday in my WhatsApp group. So here is the detailed question series. I am going to answer what is my core entity and what sub-entities logically expand topical authority around it. First of all, core entity is the main topic of the website and you are asking about topical authority, so I am assuming that you are asking about the site-wide core entity. Here in Core's framework, we call it central entity. First of all, we define central entity to demonstrate the topicality of our website, on which topic we want to become an authority in our industry or niche. We select one entity. It may be multiple entities if we have multiple topical maps, or you can say subtopics. And what sub-entities logically expand topical authority around it. So related entities we try to find from SERP analysis, query network, and query path. So these three are the data sources, and we also explore query path with the help of competitors' content. So we need to find sub-entities that are semantically and contextually related to our central entity to expand our topical authority. If we give examples, so let's assume laptop is my central entity for the whole website. Now I need sub-entities. Here sub-entities will be brands for laptops, HP laptop, Apple MacBook, Samsung laptop, or any other laptop brands. These are the related sub-entities or named entities. And along with H laptops, I will discuss all the attributes of this entity. For example, laptop RAMs, ROMs, storage, processors, battery, charger, screen sizes, functions, performance. All these are sub-entities that are the particular attributes of my central entity, and then I will expand these topics by exploring the user intents and the context from query path and query networks. So this way we expand our central entity to build topical authority around it. Second question, what are the knowledge domains? Knowledge domains are the broader topics that we see we need to cover topics. For example, I want to offer weight loss supplements. So we are in weight loss knowledge domain. Or if we discuss the example of laptops, I am covering laptops on my website. So laptop is not a broadest topic. It has an umbrella topic that is computers, PC computers or gadgets. First computers, and then it has a sub part or entity that is laptop. So knowledge domain is computer and its contextual domain is HP is its contextual domain is laptop. Then attributes and functions connected to my core entity, as I gave example of laptops. So considering laptop a knowledge domain, or you can say it is a contextual domain, its attributes are the parts of laptops like battery, keyboard, mouse, touchpad, screen sizes, and then functionality related performance, processor, storage, and all these things. These are the attributes and functions that will be connected to this knowledge domain. Which topics create gaps between my current site and the expected knowledge graph for my niche? Which topics create semantic gaps between my current site and the expected knowledge graph for my niche. Gap is a difference between what you have and what you supposed to be. For example, if you have an existing laptop related website and then you explore search engines knowledge base and knowledge graph and you compare that these are the 100 topics that are related for this HP topical map or laptop topical map, but on my site I have only 50 topics published about this topic, so these topics are missing. So here is the semantic gap available. I have not optimized the related topics on my site. So this way you do the audit of existing content and then you finalize, here is the gap available. I need to fill this semantic gap on my website. What are my strongest existing clusters and where are the cluster weaknesses or fragmentation? Actually, when we build topical map, we have seed nodes. These are the broader topics that have multiple subtopics or subnodes. We call these clusters. So we cluster according to shared contexts or user intents, and based on those clusters, we set nodes, and the strongest one are those that in Chorus framework we call quality nodes. These are the most important, these are the most research worthy or the most comprehensive pages on our website. With the help of these strongest clusters, we want search engines to understand our topicality, to understand our ultimate offer, and where are the cluster weaknesses or fragmentation. If we are not optimizing each cluster for target audience responsiveness, we don't fulfill their needs. For example, we are not answering the long tail queries on our website. If we are missing user intents by saying it has low search volume, ignore it. If we say no, we don't need to publish this content, even it is relevant, but you see it has no traffic, it is irrelevant, let's leave it. This way you are weakening your cluster. You need to see what are their ultimate needs, what are their search intents, what are their ultimate goals to fulfill through particular queries. You need to fulfill those needs on your website through clusters so that there is no weakness or fragmentation. And fragmentation also refers to dilution. If you add irrelevant topics in your cluster, if you don't take care of topical borders, you will dilute your fragmentation eventually. So, quality nodes are the strongest existing clusters. You need to focus on them, and then you need to take care of topical borders to avoid any cluster weaknesses or fragmentation. What user intents exist across the entire journey for each cluster? Actually, we don't see the user intents journey for cluster. We see the user journey for the ultimate offer. For example, I am offering laptops on my website. I will see what are the whole steps, what are the all steps in user journey of my laptop buyers. When they are information stage, what are their intents to know about the laptops, what are their informational needs, how they express their search intent through queries for the laptops, and then navigational intent in user journey we see. And in each user journey step we see what are the query clusters, where are the shared contexts, where are the query templates available to us that have shared or common contexts and user intents. So we identify those user intents in each stage. Let's assume first one is the informational stage. We identify query clusters in the informational. stage. Then we identify query clusters in the navigational intent. In navigational intent, user knows about the product but is not uh, confirmed which one is the best for him. For example, for laptops, a user is confused whether MacBook is good or the HP laptop latest model is the good one. So this way, audience is confused, and through navigational intent, they try to find out what option is best for them. So here we try to see which items are available and which things are good. So we try to provide them, these are the things best for them. So we fulfill navigational intent needs by comparing two products. And then commercial investigation, we try to cover commercial investigation in the commercial pages, like laptop pages will have small FAQ section at the bottom part to answer the commercial investigation queries. So we figure out the query clusters for each stage of user journey for our whole offer or whole website. Which topics provide the highest authority gain potential with the low least content de- content depth? So the highest authority gain potential is the quality nodes, where you change the mind of search engines, where you change the perception of search engines regarding your website and your services. We call these quality nodes. We can we can go with them. आप जाने पर सभी है. So we change the mindset or perception of search engines for our website. So these are the highest authority gain potential. These are the quality pages, and most often these are the cluster pages or seeds that are broader topics with multiple subtopics or multiple nodes. This way, we change perception of search engines. How should I? But these are not the least content depth. You need to provide content depth to satisfy user intents to answer audience questions. How should I structure my internal linking to create hierarchical depth and contextual flow? While creating content briefs, we see which topics are related for internal linking, I suggest you do SERP analysis and see what are the other topics that search engine is showing you on the SERP. These are the micro contexts. You need to connect your main topic with this topic, though. So you need to have another page for this topic, and you need to give internal link to this topic. So this is the ideal scenario. You get internal linking hints from the sub analysis. For this purpose, you can read user context-based search engines to understand macro and micro context. Which queries require entity level optimization rather than keyword level optimization? Actually, in semantic SEO, we don't optimize we don't optimize any page for any particular keyword. We see the user intent. Then we find what are the related keywords where audience is asking for this particular intent. What are the other keywords where search intent and context are the same? We identify the topics. On this topic, I need to write. So, what are the related queries of my target audience for this particular topic? I will find those keywords and I will put them in this page for this topic coverage. So, this way, we always optimize topic or entity for the page and utilize keywords as a source of audience exploration for my topic. What are the missing mandatory content types Google expects for an expert in this field? This varies from page to page. How you build EE80 signals for your website and for individual authors or owners for the particular niche or industry. So examples varies. For example, healthcare related, you need to provide your educational testimonials in healthcare profession. You need to provide your experience, and same in the banking sector and all other. You need some algorithmic proofs to authenticate and to prove your authenticity or the trustworthiness. What is the chronological order to publish content so Google can crawl and form the knowledge tree efficiently? Yes, when we start implementing topical map from scratch, we publish first quality nodes. These are the cluster hubs that will build a knowledge tree for search engine. This is the parent topic, central entity. It has this A subnode, A seed page, B seed page, then A has 11 other nodes. So this way we publish first broader topics to attract search engines' attention to our broader topics, comprehensive topics. So this way we optimize our website. So this is the answer of this question. I will record more videos to answer other questions. Thank you, Abdul Manan, for your question.